So I just I felt and that was a mistake too though, because JT, you could have did a little bit. You don't got to give them everything, but I was too young. So 95 was my door opening opportunity, but I didn't play ball with giving up certain things, and I think I was kind of on my own hype of man, I'm independent, I'm in the Bay, but Master P said, Jay, I'm leaving the Bay, I'm moving back to New Orleans. Won't you come on this promo run with me? And back then, I don't know. I was so much of a star in the Bay. I'm like, why would I want to go with Master P and Silk the Shocker, see Murder, in this little ass van in front of my house?
Right.
But it ain't a little ass van. It's a van finna take them there. But in my mind, I'm like, why would I want to be packed up in there with all them CDs and tapes they got? They want me to put mines in there, and we going to Milwaukee. We going to Chattanooga, Tennessee. What the hell is in Chattanooga, Tennessee?
I mean, that's a classic story because I remember even like when Slim Thug signed with Pharrell and Star Trek in the early 2000s, it was very much like they were trying to get him to go do promo tours. And he's used to getting paid, like, I don't know, what, 20, 30, 40,000 for shows and shit down south. He's huge. He's like, why the am I going to go on tour for free for a month or two? That's crazy. But thinking about it now, that level of publicity and being attached to Master P and stuff's probably got a lot of value too, you know?
You know, that concept wasn't wrong. I didn't realize, like, boy, you just signed the national distribution. You can't just be thinking that the whole country gonna just keep buying your tapes just because they did maybe on this first couple waves. But if you want to continue getting that support, you got to go to these neighborhoods. You got to go to these cities. You got to go to these places to paint your face. These fans never gonna forget when you signed that poster or when you gave them the tape or the shirt. Like, after time went by, I realized, and then I started doing it, but I had lost my motion. I had lost my wave. But what I did was I still kept investing in projects. So I just went back to independent because cassette tapes and DVDs still had life all the way through from 93.
2003, 2004. Like I remember
started fading.
When 50 put out Get Rich or Die Trying, I remember he sold like 7 million copies or whatever. But I remember people saying he just sold 7 million copies at a time where everybody's stopping buying CDs. Because around then was when Napster came out, and all of a sudden you could burn a CD and like, and then
iTunes.
Yeah, and but it took a while before like the full-on streaming era happened. But there was like a big lull there where everybody's pirating music, people were buying mixtapes, like all kinds of shit. But people weren't really buying CDs as much for a while there.
No, that's absolutely right. And then warehouse music chain took a fall. Warehouse music, all of those popular chain stores that used to be in the mall that had all the cassettes, had all
started dying off.
They started dying off. When that started to happen, I seen a shift. I seen the shift happening, and being independent started to get a little harder now. Yep, it started to get a little harder. I wouldn't say DVDs stopped because even in 2010, they were still doing DVDs in Atlanta, but they had record stores that I could not believe that they had all these places that still sold tapes, or not tapes, but DVDs. And then they start adding flash drives with every album you want is on this flash drive. So,
because the streets were a little slower to warm up to like computers and shit like that, so you could still sell CDs for a while.
Yeah. By 2006, I did my first digital distribution where now, JT, give us all your music. We're not finna give you a big check like Priority, none of that, but we want your catalog. It was called IOTA Distribution, Independent Online Distribution Alliance. They were located in San Francisco. Twitter had began when they began, like all these different computer software platform-orientated situations. And I remember getting my first $17,000 monthly payment without arguing. I didn't manufacture no tapes. I didn't manufacture nothing. I didn't do no promo. I just loaded it up. But I had so many albums that I own, all my masters, that the money that started coming in monthly, now it's like for the OGs like myself who did the driving around with tapes and CDs and all that, this is like, oh, the best feeling in the world that I just loaded up some songs and a check coming every month. I have got a check from these people ever since 2006. Then they sold it to Orchard. Then Orchard sold themselves to Sony. So the platform just getting bigger. I network with Ghazi Empire. Okay, some money coming from that. Like the YouTube check. Okay, I learned about how to get the YouTube check. So these different things are better. I think rappers are richer now than when we was coming up. Like I say, 400,000 to Lil Durk and them ain't nothing. Or to some of the other guys who doing Gucci Man and Future. I remember paying Future $3,500 for a show to come to do a show for me at my birthday party.
Don't jump too far ahead, though. We got to finish
Oh,
out.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
So I forgot. Hold on.
No, we got to get to the Atlanta era.
But I was talking about the concept of
right.
a rapper today can come on No Jumper.
Right.
He could have been doing songs. We never heard of this guy. Nobody never heard.
Right.
He come on No Jumper. He got actually a great song, though. The song started catching motion. Within 90 days, this guy, same guy that has nothing going, but he got these songs. Off this one song and his No Jumper interview, he actually got a career and he's getting booked. He had 10,000 a show.
Right.
He getting, they paying him to come here and do this and do all these different things to get 5 or 10 bands. He might have $100,000 a month just in. Then the next thing you know, he got a tour. He's booked for 10 shows for next month. They didn't send half the money. It's 20,000 a show. They didn't send 10 up front. 10 locations, sent 10. You get where I'm going? Like the opportunity now for somebody being considered just absolutely you're nothing yet. You got talent, but you're nothing yet. And within a 90-day run, like an Ice Spice or
but
Sexy
she is
Red.
out of here. Yeah.
Yeah, like I thought it was a joke, and then it's real. It's not a joke.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
real money going on.
No, the girls are running shit all of a sudden. It's official. On a mainstream level, on an underground level, there's a shitload of examples, yeah. But yeah, it is wild because it's like we kind of romanticize the days of being able to print up a CD for $1 and sell it for $10 or sell it to a distributor for $6 or $7 or whatever the fuck it is. But at the same time, yeah, now knowing that like I know rappers who have seen their monthly checks who are making $10,000, $20,000 off streaming, and to me they're like relatively small artists, but I'm like, wow, like that's fucking impressive that you're able to bring in $250,000 a year from your catalog.